Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have the NAWCQ Finals in Austin, Texas. We have Aditya Darop on Fiendsmith Snake Eye versus Michael Thomas on Fiendsmith Snake Eye. Some of y'all might recognize the Michael Thomas guy because his name is Trishula TTV on Twitch. I'll link that down below, but they're going to start with Wanted in the draw phase there to go ahead and search for either Black Witch or Snake Eye Diabella Star. Depending on which one we already have and not. So, okay, so go ahead, grab Black Witch, sure. Yeah, if you grab Snake Eye Diabella Star, obviously you have Black Witch in hand already. At least, like, 99% of the time. But go ahead and search that, okay? So, I think I've played against Michael Thomas maybe once. Honestly, I'm just going to call him Trish, because calling him Michael Thomas sounds weird. I think I've only ever played against him, like, once in real life, and it was just, like, a fun match. But I did play against Aditya at the last YCS I played at, and he's definitely a very good player. Definitely knows what he's doing, plays well. But they're going to Mourner the Black Witch and then activate the Engraver there. That's strong. So Engraver's going to go ahead, discard to search out Tractus. Also, I'm pretty sure the Black Witch discard was a Snake Eye Diabella Star. But search out Tractus there. Yep, that's fine. Nothing on res. Tractus, go ahead, try to search and discard. They do have Ash in hand, so they do Ash that. Go ahead and prevent them from getting any light fiends into rotation. So now, what does Trish do here? Because it could just normal summon a hand trap, right? And continue play. So that might be what they're thinking about. So normal summon out Effect Veiler. Sheesh, and it's a shiny Effect Veiler. Okay, flexing on us, letting us know. So go ahead, turn that into Moon. Link off, go into Requiem effect, Tribute, go ahead, special summon out the Engraver from the deck. That's fine. So it's going to go through. I do think there's one more hand trap in Aditya's hand, though. I don't remember what it was, but when I looked through the hand, I was pretty sure there was another one. Oh yeah, they also do need to take 25 due to Mourner. That's fine. The 25 damage shouldn't be the most impactful thing ever, but obviously it's a lot easier to go for game when someone's at 55 compared to 8,000. But they go ahead, bring out the Engraver from the deck there, sure. And then also, you know, Lacrimosa burn for 12 and Mourner burn for 25. That can definitely add up to. So now we're going to go ahead, put back the Moon to special summon out the Engraver there, sure. So now we can overlay. I was gonna say, yeah, we definitely link. We link into Sequentia, and then we go Sequentia effect to try to go into Lacrimosa. But we get hit with Veiler, sadly. Yeah, I mean, we put them on have the third hand trap, otherwise we full combo them. Because we can go Lacrimosa into Beatrice, into Dump Original into Search Poplar into Divine Temple. We also will have Wanted draw then, because we would have dumped Original. So, very unfortunate that they got hit with a third hand trap there, but also that's just Yu-Gi-Oh right now, right? Like, Aditya probably has at least 18 hand traps in the deck, roughly, and then, you know, post-side deck will have more. We also see Bestial Magmamut in their main deck, and the last round they used Jerusalem game 1, so it wouldn't surprise me if they're playing like 18 hand traps, 17, 20, you know, something like that. 17, 18, or 20 hand traps wouldn't surprise me. They're going to go ahead, search out the Engraver there, and then discard Lurie effect to special summon itself out. And, you know, Michael Thomas only has one card in hand here that could be a hand trap. So, you know, only having one card in hand, a little bit scary. It's not like Aditya is popping off here, though, with the starting play. It's not the craziest thing ever. So now what? And then they will link off to go ahead and summon out the Requiem. Also, somebody in the Twitch chat said Aditya winning the last match because he didn't shuffle Lurie in the last game was crazy. Which, you know, that actually does make me think, because they did top deck Lurie. So it actually does make me think maybe they didn't shuffle last time. But I don't think Aditya would try to, like, cheat or anything like that. So it's not like it'd be done on purpose. There's also a lot of nerves when you're on the feature match, for sure. You know, some people take it differently than others. And Aditya was also looking frustrated during that time, so I don't think they were trying to cheat or anything. But they're going to go Engravers, shuffle back, special and then use those to link off into the sequentia. Their own sequentia uses the effect. That's going to go through. So put back the engraver plus Lurie, and then we can go ahead and bring out the Lacrimosa effect. Target the engraver to try to special summon back out. That goes through. Sure, anything on summon? Oh, they look through their own graveyard there for a second. Oh, looking through the opponent's graveyard for a second. Okay. Oh. I'm just waiting for Nib to get dropped, to be honest. Oh, no, they give them the okay. It goes battle phase. Yeah, that's just game. I thought they were dropping Nib. But, yeah, they just lose, right? Because they just attack. And I was going to say, that should drop them down to 100. Then they just make Appaloosa, Lacrimosa burn. See, even the people at Konami know it's game. They took it away before it was even game. Like, actual game, they took it away. Fair enough. They already knew what was happening. But okay. So now going into game number 2 now. We will go ahead and see. It looks like they're unsleeving and re-sleeving, which is crazy. Obviously, they're siding in extra deck cards for when they go first if they're doing it like that. But this is why you need the same sleeves on your main deck, side deck, and extra deck. I don't get why people don't do that. They put different sleeves on their extra deck compared to their main deck and side deck, and it doesn't really make sense to me. Like, I did it for a while there too, but if I'm side decking if I'm side decking extra deck cards, there's no way I'm doing that. That just sounds stupid, right? Like, what? I'm just telling my opponent I'm siding, like, what I'm siding? Like, no, there's no way I'm doing that. And even when I'm not doing that, like, I still just rock same sleeves on everything. I don't know. I don't get it. It's like, fair enough. Like, competitive wise, that's the best way to do it. But if you want to be, like, you know, different and have your own extra deck sleeves because, like, oh, I like how these look, then sure. But for competitive reasons, that is not the correct thing to do. Simple as that. And that's how I think about the game and how I do my things when I, like, build my deck and stuff, even just sleeving my deck up. They're going to go draw phase, Wanted, chain the Molcharmy, sure. So go ahead and search out from the deck there. Grab Black Witch. That's fine. And then... that is tough, though. The Molcharmy will draw one at least off of Black Witch. And then one off of Poplar. So Molcharmy is just being a pot of greed on the opponent's turn. Which is way better than a pot of greed on your turn. Well, yeah, like way better than a pot of greed on your turn because we have to hand trap the opponent to even have a chance for our turn to matter. So, drops the Molcharmy. That's good. Now let's see, what does Trishula TTV have here? Maybe they just have a hand of Black Witch plus 4 hand traps and they can just pass turn. Activate Divine Temple to go place. I mean, that's going to go through. Oh my gosh, wait. I think I saw Poplar and Valor in a DTS hand. And I may be tripping, but I may have also seen Nib. Maybe tripping, though. Pretty sure I saw Valor plus Poplar, though. Places the ulti Snake Eye Ash from the deck into the spell and trap zone. Sure, that's fine. And then from here, we will go send Snake Eye Ash to special out Black Witch. They draw one first. And then they're going to go activate Black Witch effect to go set. Yeah, they definitely have Valor and Nib in hand. It's just so dumb because while you continue to try playing through a hand trap that's going to, you know, impact you a little bit, we will be drawing cards that will be drawing more hand traps because post side deck, you know, Snake Eye decks roughly have 23 hand traps in them, which is just really good. So, okay. They're thinking on Black Witch effect? No, they're saying that's okay. Okay. They said, nope, Black Witch effect is fine. I do not care. So they're going to go ahead, set the original Sinful Spoil. Sure, that is fine. And then, what do they even do from here? They're just going to go original to send the Divine Temple. Wow, okay. Gets rid of Divine Temple there. We do see an Ash Blossom on that now. Good Ash. Okay, what do they want to do? Okay, they're going to pass over the deck because they have Wanted draw. I wish it was like, you know, I wish it was like DB sometimes where like we could see both players' hands. Or maybe not even DB, honestly. Let's compare it to something else that they've done before. They used to show what cards were in the hand back in like 2016, around there. And then they just stopped doing it. I wish we'd go back to doing that. Like, that'd be so sick. Like, I know it's gotta cost more, but like, it makes the stream so much more like interactive. Cause like, instead of just watching how they play, you can be like, oh, in my head I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and that, and then they do it a different way, and then you can see like the net positives and negatives on how they did it that way. Like, did they mess up and they played into a hand trap, or did your route play better in the hand traps? I think like that stuff helps a lot. Okay, they're gonna Druis Worm the Lurie there. That may have also been what I thought was Nib, I'm not gonna lie. So they're gonna go ahead, Druis Worm the Lurie, trying to shut that down. And it looks like, I mean, it's not like they're gonna have anything to stop this, right? Like, we're not gonna cross out Druis Worm at this point. I mean, we could. You know, sometimes if you get hit with like 2 hand traps and you know that you can just like play through them, you're like, sure, I'm not gonna cross out a hand trap I know I can play through. I'm gonna hold it for the next hand trap. But then the next hand trap could be something awkward that you don't really want to stop, but you could have to. But we normal summon Droll, and they get a draw off of it. So the Mulch Army did draw 2 there. Then we make Moon. Then we go ahead and link off Moon to summon out the Requiem. And then we have the Requiem effect. This is looking really good for a DTO, though. It's not like Trishula TTV here is in a very good spot. I wish we could see what was in the hand. But at the same time, it's like a DTS still has, what, 4 cards in hand? Am I tripping? It should be like 4 cards in hand right now. They have a Druis Worm on field, which also works extremely well with Diabellstar the Black Witch. Being able to start your turn with Send Druis Worm, Special Black Witch, Chain Block Druis Worm effect, that can definitely be extremely useful in a few different scenarios. They're going to go Requiem effect to equip, which means they're either going to go for the Necro Equip Princess here, yeah, I was going to say, or they're going to try to Send Druis Worm, which I don't think Send Druis Worm would ever be the play, because then we lose our Engraver, which means we're probably passing. But we go ahead, bring out the Necro Equip Princess, sure, and then we have Engraver effect to shuffle back, special summon out, so putting back the Requiem to bring out the Engraver, and then do you have another Bestial? If they drop another Bestial, it's for sure game over. It's like almost for sure game over, because Trish is normal summoned and use Black Witch, so shuffle back for Caught. It's Baldric. That's game. That's game. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Trish. I'm so sorry. Look at the disgusting face on Trish there. Yeah, like, that's just a disgusted face. That's so game. Baldric Tribute Druis Worm 2. Like, if Trish summons from the extra deck, we will banish what they summon, and we will Druis Worm send another body. Like, that is, like, the 2 Bestials that you really want to have together. Like, that is, like, the combination of Bestials that gets you the most amount of interruptions. I mean, technically, because Trish is passing here, we would have rather had a Magma over Druis Worm, but still, like, you can't complain. So, game's over. I'm not gonna lie. Trish isn't gonna have a lot. They normal summon Droll last turn. So, you know, obviously there's probably some other hand traps in hand. I think Trish has 2 cards in hand right now. So all you gotta do is clean up and just not play into those 2 hand traps really hard. But I was gonna say, we know that we have Poplar. I see Valor in hand too. So normal summon out Poplar. Poplar effect. Go ahead and search. We could go for... We're gonna go for Original. Okay. I was gonna say, well, I wonder if there's a world. They're gonna get hit with Droll there. They could go Necro Equip effect too. I hope they don't forget about it here. They definitely will, actually, now that I think about it. People only know the Necro Equip effect that gives you the draw 1, but they don't know about the other effect that lets you equip the Droll and Lockbird and make it gain 500 attack. I know it doesn't matter very much, but like, there's no other effect to activate of it. There's no point in this turn where we are drawing 1 because we're under Droll, so we may as well let it gain 500 attack. That just saves us 500 damage. So That's what we should do. They're calculating here. Let's see, it's 500 over, 3,000, 18, so 3,000 plus 18, 48 plus 28, not quite game. That is 400 off currently, so it's not quite there, not quite there. We are very close though, and we are only on summon 1. So what's in Trisha's grave real quick? Let me peep the goo, because we could link off into a Charmer. Because Snake Eye Dive All-Star, summon 2, Charmer 3, what Charmer summons is 4. So we could easily do that and get rid of our Jerusalem. But we're going to go original, send, special, and that's game. That went through. Yeah, we could just say battle phase game. And then, right? Just say battle. It's 100% game with that. It should have only been 400 off before, unless if maybe I did my math wrong and it was somehow like a 1,400 off. But with the Snake Eye Ash there, it's just game. Yeah. So battle phase, attack, 3,000, 18, 19, 28. Throws the handshake out. Last card in hand was Mourner. Look at Aditya there. A little pop off. That really was like a little pop off. That was kind of just like a stand up, like, you know, get all the nerves out. But okay, holding up the trophy there. Look at it, NAWCQ National Champion. Team Inspire. So Team Inspire has 2 people going in the Worlds. They have Aditya plus Ruben. But, you know, it's fine because JNC has, you know what, me, Josh Kip, Dennis, and Jose. You know, whatever. We're only doubling them. You know, I don't want to say we're the best team in NA, but you know what I mean. Like, you know, just we are. Simple as that. No arguing it. But hey, shout out to Aditya for the win though. That's hype for sure. You know, I'm happy that like, and another thing I'm happy about is I'm happy it's not a bunch of bozos going the Worlds for NA, because I was kind of scared of that. Because last year we won NA, like NA won Worlds, and I want NA to win Worlds again. And it's not the easiest thing to do, so we need like above average players, and I'm happy that we were able to get some above average players into Worlds. The Worlds Points playoffs, we got 2 fantastic players. The NAWCQ, we definitely got a few fantastic players. So I really hope that NA is able to perform well this year at Worlds. In TCG and of course Master Duel. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video though. Look at Trish. Oh, okay, actually it doesn't even look salty. Yeah, it's like fine. Actually, it has a shirt that says Salt Life on it, but yeah, it doesn't even look that mad, to be honest. You can't be that mad about games like that. Your opponent, it was his day. They drew godly. What are you supposed to do? I think from what I could see what Trish had, I do not think Trish made a misplay, which I think that's the most important part. If you play your game perfectly and you do not mess up and you still lose, fair enough. Can't be mad at it. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! But, alright, with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace, have a nice day, stay safe.